19 countries outside of North America are represented by superstars plying their trade in the WWE. And now, more than ever, the WWE feels like a global product. Here's looking at you awesome crowds in Perth, Lyon, Glasgow and Berlin. But which of these countries is performing the best for the company? We here at ACW are representing Australia, and you can support us from wherever in the world you are by subscribing to the channel. I'm Chris Apples, and we are ranking the best countries outside of North America represented in the WWE. So for this video, we are considering wrestlers born outside the USA, its territories, Canada and Mexico from the roster as of February 2025. And they need to have a superstar page on the website. Let's see if we can figure out which country is doing the best overall right now. In 19th place is Haiti. Tyson Dupont is the sole wrestler born in Haiti on the roster and is just finding his way in NXT. 18th, Singapore. WWE's only Singaporean-born wrestler, Dante Chen, is a fan favourite down in NXT, but unfortunately hasn't progressed much due to injuries. 17th place is Israel. Despite having one of the thickest Scottish accents you'll ever hear, Noam Dar is actually born in Israel, and has had his run in NXT hindered by injuries lately. 16th, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Carmen Petrovic has been in a few prominent roles over the past year on NXT, and is currently in a storyline with Ashante the Adonis. Chile comes in at 15th place. Stephanie Vaquer could very well be one of the greatest women's wrestlers in the world at the moment, but in NXT, she is learning the ropes, possibly quite literally, as she gets plenty of TV time while being molded in the WWE way. 14th, Russia. Ilya Dragunov would have pushed his country of birth much higher on this list if he didn't sustain an ACL injury, but when he comes back, expect him to produce some of the best matches in the company. 13th, New Zealand. Our friends from across the ditch in New Zealand have one wrestler born as a Kiwi. Dakota Kai has seen a major increase in time in the program, as well as popularity since coming back from injury late last year. Number 12, Spain. Axiom holds the flag high for Spain as he is fast becoming one of the best technical wrestlers in the business, with his tag team with the next person being a major highlight. Just outside our top 10 in 11th place is Jersey. Nathan Fraser was born on the English Channel Island of Jersey and is one of my favourite wrestlers right now, mixing speed, agility, technical ability and some fun dorky banter with his tag team champion partner Axiom. Tonga is in at 10. The adopted son of Haku, Tama Tonga, has had a big impact on the business since debuting in April 2024 and is someone crowds genuinely love to see with his quirky banter and that hyena cackle. Germany is 9th. Ludwig Kaiser has shown that he has stepped out of the massive shadow of Imperium leader Gunther with plenty of big matches in 2024. He gets a lot of heat as a heel on Raw. Ghana is 8th, originally billed as being from Jamaica of course, until he just started speaking with an American accent one day. Kofi Kingston is a future Hall of Famer who was born in Ghana. Let's hope his heel turn with Xavier Woods actually works. Coming in at 7th place is Nigeria. Nigeria has two massive humans on their list, with Omar still being a contracted WWE wrestler, often squashing fools on the House and Live show loop last year, and of course the current men's NXT champion Obafemi. Obafemi is surely a future world champion one day, as he is about as complete a package as anyone can be at this stage of their career. Joining the big two O's is another O wrestler to bring their total to 3, though much smaller, in Oro Mensah. Without Noam Dar around, Oro Mensah has lost his way a little despite clearly being very talented. With Obafemi being a champion and the other two wrestlers not doing a great deal in the WWE right now, they find themselves outside the top 5. Austria is in 6th place, and what a superstar they have. The man from Vienna, Gunther, has been a champion for most of his tenure in the WWE, including a long current reign with the World Heavyweight Championship. His consistent run at the top takes his native land just above Nigeria at this stage. 5th place sees the country with the most WWE wrestlers outside of North America, England, who have 8. However, despite having such a large contingent in the WWE, there isn't a great deal to show for it right now. While Julia is the current NXT Women's Champion and is really starting to show her incredible talents, there isn't anyone else on this list who has held a singles title for a long time. And yes, Julia may have grown up in Japan, but she was born in London. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate are both former NXT UK champions, but haven't really done much interesting lately, especially with the big strong boy being out with injury. Ridge Holland briefly held the NXT Tag Team belts with Andre Chase last year, but is spinning his wheels after the end of that storyline, while Stevie Turner and Riley Osborne have yet to lift some gold in the company. And finally, a team that were very successful as champions in NXT and NXT UK, Pretty Deadly. Elton Prince and Kit Wilson have also been spinning their wheels on Smackdown, but it seems like they've been put forward for a bit more of a prominent storyline alongside DIY, even if their musical doesn't ever appear like being happening. Japan has 7 current wrestlers in the WWE and finds itself in 4th on our list. WWE includes Meiko Satomura on their list, so we will as well. She did wrestle 2 matches for the company last year, so I guess we will keep the Japanese legend in this list too. Japan obviously has a long history of providing superstars to the WWE and currently boasts 1 champion, Shinsuke Nakamura, as the current men's United States champion. But there are also former champions like Asuka, who we are very much hoping can come back from her knee injury soon, Io Sky, who is wrestling better than ever right now and should feature prominently in the lead up to WrestleMania, and the currently injured Kairi Sane, another who we hope comes back better than ever soon. Rounding out the Japanese crew are the always entertaining Akira Tozawa and the newcomer to NXT, Yoshiki Inamura. Io Sky is doing a lot of the heavy lifting for Japan, even though she isn't the one with the belt. But if you've seen our Biggest Losers video, you will see just how many L's Shinsuke took last year before winning the title. Next up in 3rd place is the Republic of Ireland, which currently has 5 active wrestlers on the roster. Ireland has had a strong contingent in the WWE over the last decade or so, with some massive names hailing from there. All 5 wrestlers have been champions in the WWE on the main roster as well. JD McDonough is a former World Tag Team Champion alongside his mentor Finn Balor, who has won many other championships in his long career. Lyra Valkyria is the first ever and current Women's Intercontinental Champion, as well as a former NXT Women's Champion. And then 2 of the biggest on the entire list. Sheamus just needs to capture the Intercontinental Championship to become an Ultimate Grand Slam Champion, while Becky Lynch has legitimate claims to being one of the greatest women's wrestlers of all time. We are sneaking in Australia in 2nd place. Australia has 5 wrestlers in the WWE who hail from the lucky country. Maybe we're just doing videos so that we can mention Australia and Aussie wrestlers, but the contingent that has come from Australia has been very strong for a number of years now. And this could have even been higher if Indy Hartwell and Duke Hudson had not been released recently. 2 of the biggest superstars in the women's division, Rhea Ripley and Nia Jax, were both born in Australia, having main evented Elimination Chamber in Perth last year. But we've also provided the WWE with former WWE Tag Team Champion Grayson Waller, along with new signing Zarya in NXT. Oh, and you might have heard of Bronson Reed, you know, the one who throws fans and tsunamis people for fun? Australia is punching well above its weight here. And currently, the best performing country outside of North America has to be Scotland. Scotland may just have some of the toughest wrestlers in all of the WWE, with 7 current wrestlers being born in the country. Some even considered Drew McIntyre one of the MVPs of the company in 2024, with his incredible CM Punk feud being a major highlight, as well as his escapades at WrestleMania 40. But Scotland also boasts 3 former women's tag team champions, with Alba Fire as part of the Unholy Union, with recently released Isla Dawn being the most recent from the country to hold those belts. Before that, Piper Niven had a run with the belt alongside Canada's Chelsea Green. And then there's Nikki Cross from the Wyatt Six, who has had 3 runs with the tag team belts, once alongside Rhea Ripley and twice with Alexa Bliss. And for just over a month, she was also the Raw Women's Champion under her Nikki ASH gimmick. Oh, and we probably have to include the 3 members of Gallus, who are really good hands in the ring, I guess. Not always a highlight of NXT, but they often make more popular baby faces look very strong. What do you think of this list? Should their importance have been moved around a little? Let us know in the comments below, and while you're there, like the video and subscribe to the channel for this Aussie charm to your WWE content. Check out the video on the screen right now, and the most important thing from us is that we hope you all have a wonderful day.